We'll get started here in just a minute. Got it ready. Just give it a couple minutes, let people come in. The baseball jersey. The baseball 9-item box. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 spots from being filled. I'm going to guess it'll be a day or two. But we'll do it either Sunday or Monday, something like that. Tomorrow I will be off. Forgot pictures today. My son and I went to a golf simulator, and before I left, I forgot to take new pictures, and I didn't want to put just old. So anyway, left me in kind of a bad spot. Baseball break is there's some different pricing on there. Let me read it off. I did change a few of the prices. I don't have it completely updated on Facebook. I've got it on my board behind me, but let me see. Chicago White Sox are available for 16. Colorado's available for 16. The Angels are I didn't lower them. They're 20. Milwaukee's 20. San Francisco is 20. Tampa Bay is 16. Texas is 20. Washington is 16. I really think it'll fill and probably go tomorrow, Sunday. I won't be here tomorrow, which sucks because I'm going to a comedy club tomorrow evening, and the Big Ten Championship is tomorrow evening. So I'm going to have my YouTube TV on. We're going to try to be in the back with an earpiece in my ear so I can listen to the game. I already know that's going to go over like a fart in church, but my wife will not be happy. But, what can you do? Yeah, Mets are taken, I believe. Yep, Mets are taken. But man, can't believe we're going out. I thought we were supposed to eat dinner at 4:35. So I thought, okay, we had a hotel room and whatnot. And I'm like, yeah, we'll be good. I'll watch it in there. No, sir. Going to a comedy club at 9. Game starts at 8. It's fantastic. Gotta love it. All right, guys, let's pull some randoms. This one is filled. This is a 2-box. We'll try 1 box if we got some interest. First up, we got Ty with Kansas City. Vegas, I'll get the baseball updated on Facebook as soon as we're done tonight. Zach, San Fran, and Indy. Arizona and Washington. Jesse, Cincy. Detroit. Oh my gosh. Dave, you don't even know. I'm sure we all do the same thing, but if I'm sitting there watching and all of a sudden something bad happens, oh my God, I'm liable to get my whole table kicked out of the comedy club. I yell loud, like they can hear me, like I'm the coach on the sidelines or something. Bill, Pittsburgh and Green Bay. Tennessee and Baltimore. Mike, Philly. Atlanta. Hopefully they can time it where, like, if something bad happens, it'll be right when a big laugh happens. I don't know. That's a daydream. Vlad, New York Giants. New Orleans. Kind of afraid. Did it really? Did you hold it back or did you throw something? Al, Tampa Bay, Minnesota, Dallas, Rams, Seahawks, and Browns. I can imagine that at a dance recital. I think, like, when the game... Really? Huh. Wife was not happy. Dustin's wife informed me there are people who don't... that don't seem right. People who don't scream at the TV? Who doesn't scream at the TV? Jesse, Denver, Jacksonville. Is that a dork test? Like, I mean, no offense if some of you guys don't. Yeah, if you don't scream at the TV, does that make you kind of a dork? Nathan, Miami, Chicago. Seems to me if a guy hasn't yelled at a TV, possibly even thrown something at it, he just, I don't know, might be a little odd. Tyler, Jets, Panthers. I'll tell you the hardest one I ever had was Ben Roethlisberger. Oh my God, you know how you used to extend those plays? I'd be standing up in my living room screaming, throw the effing ball. Yeah, that'd be bad if TV yelled back. I'll be yelling, throw the effing ball. Oh, this guy's horrible. And then all of a sudden he does some Ben Roethlisberger magic. Made me look like an idiot. Scott, Buffalo, Houston. I'll be honest. My neighbors have always been pretty far away. And I thank God for that because they would think I had some like Tourette's or something where I just started screaming cuss words. Elliott, Chargers, Patriots. It does not sound good on game day. This year, for the Buckeyes games, everything's been smooth. The Texas game gave me a little concern early, but the Buckeyes have been easy. If they lose to Indiana, oh, man. I'll probably get up and walk out of that club. But I figure if they win, I can jump up and yell OH, and everybody in the club should know why I'm yelling it, and I should get a whole bunch of IOs. Everybody know that the Buckeyes had won. If not, I'm in the wrong place, and I'd prefer to leave anyway. There are some Michigan fans in Ohio. That's just, I don't know. Everybody knows there's something wrong with them. Desperate cry for attention. All right, guys, let's get our random multiplier. 4 and 5. Going to be number 6. So 6 times on the random. I don't know. I know everybody's crazy about football. I watched a thing today about the biggest rivalries in football. I think it's Michigan, or I think it's Ohio State, Michigan. But I saw some guys saying like Auburn, Alabama. I guess maybe I'm biased. Maybe I'm biased. But I don't think that even comes close. Going to the comedy club, one of my wife's friend's husband is a Notre Dame fan. I don't even know what to think about that. Born and raised, same place I am, and he's a Notre Dame fan. I don't know how that happened. I don't talk football with him. He's a Notre Dame fan. What's he going to tell me? How things were in the 50s? All right, guys. Here we go. 2 boxes, 6 times for the random. I did not get... What the frig happened there? Okay. I did not get the Christmas stuff boxed up, so I'm going to have to do it on Sunday for today and yesterday. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put stuff in boxes and draw a box for each break, or for the night. Like it would be, there could be a baseball, basketball, or football or hockey jersey. It'll all be numbered, like say 1 through 10. I get a random number, and then we'll draw, like if there's 4 breaks, we'll pick a break 1 through 4, and then pick a helmet out. Actually, I talked to him 2 weeks ago at a wedding, and I told him that the Cubs would be a career killer and that he should play with the Reds, where everyone would love him. We got 19 and 63. He didn't give me any insight as to where he's thinking about going. Okay, 63 is not there. 18. Holy cow, 19's not there either. You got to be kidding me. Yeah, I told him to come to the Reds. I told him he could come down and go fishing with me. Gee, many Christmas. 1 is not there. There's not that many missing. And 26 is there. I told him we could go fishing on off days, hang out, do all kinds of cool stuff together. He said Pittsburgh was sounding better by the minute. Not really. He didn't really say that. 77, it's there. So we got 26 and 77. Yeah. I don't know. He's pretty cool. We didn't talk a whole lot about baseball, honestly. Yeah, we talked about hunting. He likes to hunt. And he bought a pretty big spread, not too far from me. And he was telling me about it. I don't know. I probably only talked to him for 10 or 15 minutes. 26 and 77. All right, guys. Here we go. Box 26 to start us off. I don't think I read these off. We had Ty, Kansas City, Vegas, Zach, San Fran, Indy, Arizona, Washington, Jesse, Cincy, and Detroit, Bill, Pittsburgh, Green Bay, Tennessee, Baltimore, Mike, Philly, Atlanta, Vlad, Giants, Saints, Al, Tampa Bay, Minnesota, Dallas, Rams, Seahawks, Browns, Jesse, Denver, Jacksonville, Nathan, Miami, Chicago, Tyler, Jets, Panthers, Scott, Buffalo, Houston, and Elliot, Chargers, Patriots. My mother-in-law did call Kyle's dad and ask him where he was going to go. Kyle's dad said he had no clue. He said that Kyle didn't really talk to him about that kind of stuff, which told me they talked about it, but he wasn't supposed to tell anybody, which is probably what I do with my kid too. It'd be horrible if you had a leak because your dad was talking to your aunt. All right, guys. Box 26. Here we go. Who this is? New England, the Patriots. Elliot closed it. Got the hit. Dang, I don't know who this is. This is, I think it's TriStar. Can't read that. Actually, it says New England Patriots. New England something. I don't know. New England something. I can't read it. It's too small. Both earpieces are in. This one's been in there for a while, and I forgot who it is. Number 38. Damn it. Anybody recognize that? I got to look that up real quick. Let's see. 19. 26. Oh, Stevenson, running back. Golly. Brain fart. I was thinking about baseball. Now I'm stuck on baseball. I can't get back to football. What's his first name? Somebody help me. Ramondre Stevenson. That's Ramondre Stevenson. There it is. All right. I knew I'd get it together. Nice hit, Elliot. Ramondre Stevenson, New England Patriots. Goodness. Next up, box 77. Here we go. We'll do a 2-box live fill right after we're done here. We're going to start with a 2, and then we'll do a 1. Seattle, the Seahawks. Seattle went to Al. Al getting on the board. Got in a box in the back. Awesome. All right, Al, let's see who you got. JSA authenticated. Both earpieces. And we got a youngin'. Number 20. That's going to be Julian Love. Hopefully he turns into something good. Nice hit, Al. Julian Love on the Seahawks. Patriots and Seahawks. That was a heck of a Super Bowl. Why would you run it in with Marshawn when you can throw an interception? There it is, guys. 2-boxer. If you want in, grab a spot. Okie dokie. We got to switch it to live chat. We got Bill with Kansas City. Bill, KC. Elliot late on KC. Nathan late on KC. Scott, San Francisco. Dave, Minnesota. Vlad, Indy. Bill, Pittsburgh. Zach, late on Indy. Elliot, late on San Francisco. Bill, Green Bay. Dave, Cincy. Zach, Dallas. Halfway home. Scott, Chargers. Where they at? Zach, late on Pittsburgh. Dustin, Denver. Nathan. Oh, shit. Miami. Elliot, Giants. And Tyler late on Cincinnati. So we got 4 spots to go. We got the Eagles. There's a Cunningham. Jets. There's a Namath. Buffalo. I think there's a James Cook. Carolina. There's a Luke Kuechly. Detroit's got a Barry Sanders. Cleveland has a Brown. New England. New England has somebody. I don't remember. Baltimore's got Ray Lewis and an Ed Reed. New Orleans, Chris Olave. Dave, Jets. Jets. Houston, there's Will Anderson. Atlanta, Julio Jones. Scott, Detroit, 2 spots left. Washington, damn. I can't remember Washington. Tampa Bay's got a Warren Sapp. Tennessee, man, I wish there was more in Tennessee. Traylon Burks probably. The Rams, there's a Marshall Faulk. I think there's a Kurt Warner. The Bears, there's I think a DeAndre Swift, and I know there's a Colston Loveland. Arizona's got a Kyler. Jacksonville's got a Brian Thomas. Seattle doesn't have a Julian Love. Does have, can't remember. And Vegas, I think, I'm not going to say what I think, but that's what we got. 2 spots left. Tyler, Vegas. 1 spot left. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. That's it. All right. Individual teams, $20. Or did I miss one? Nope, I didn't miss one. We got Bill with Chicago, Vlad with Atlanta. Filled it. Bill, Chicago. Vlad, Atlanta. All right, next one will be a 1 box. Might be our last one. Baseball teams left. Arizona, White Sox, Rockies, Angels, Marlins, Brewers, Twins, Nationals, Rangers, Rays, and Giants. Zach, we got it. Filled it right ahead of you. But the baseball got 10 spots. I don't expect to fill it tonight, so hopefully I might discount it a little more tomorrow. Or some of the teams I didn't discount, I'll get the list finalized or up to date, and we will hopefully break it on Sunday. All right, guys, randoms, here we go. We got Bill, Kansas City, Houston, Scott, San Francisco, Washington, Dave, Minnesota, Baltimore, Vlad, Indy, New England, Bill, Pittsburgh and Green Bay, Arizona, Seattle, Dave, Cincy, Philly, Zach, Dallas, Jacksonville, Scott, Chargers, Browns, Dustin, Denver, Tennessee, Nathan, Miami, New Orleans, Elliot, Giants, Panthers, Dave, Jets, Bills, Scott, Detroit, Tampa Bay, and Tyler, Vegas, the Rams. All right, we got Bill, Kansas City, Houston, Scott, San Fran, Washington, Dave, Minnesota, Baltimore, Vlad, Indy, New England, Bill, Pittsburgh, Arizona, Green Bay, and Seattle, Dave, Cincy, Philly, Zach, Dallas, Jacksonville, Scott, Chargers, Browns, Dustin, Denver, Tennessee, Nathan, Miami, New Orleans, Elliot, Giants, Panthers, Dave, Jets, Bills, Scott, Detroit, Tampa Bay, Tyler, Vegas, and the Rams, Bill, Chicago, and Vlad, Atlanta. All right. And we'll do, like I said, we'll do a one box live fill after this. And if it goes quick, we'll do another one box. So we do 2 1 boxes would be the most we'll do tonight. And then tomorrow I'll do the giveaways. Not tomorrow. I won't be home tomorrow. Sunday I'll do the giveaways. It was a pretty good signing day for Ohio State, or day after signing day. Chris Henry Jr. caused a little fear with the Buckeye fans not signing yesterday. Everybody was afraid he was going to go to Oregon. Call him a 5-star plus. Not even sure what that means. We got box 66 and 88. 86, 84, 82, 87. 66 is there. 88. Gosh. 88 is not. So 66 is there. 88 is not. You were hoping he would flip? Oh, man, go Ducks. I was worried. I did not want him to flip. It's freaking weird with all the NIL money these kids are getting paid, jumping around. 81, I thought we already did that one. Yeah, I think we hit it earlier. 82, 86, 84, 87. Oh, that might be 81. Nope, 81 is there. 81 is there. We're talking about doing NIL. Well, they're literally going to be doing NIL in Ohio high schools. He said they're the 45th state to do it, but I don't know how you do NIL in high school. I'm not sure I agree with that. In fact, when it comes to high school, I'm pretty sure I don't agree with that. The way high school works in Ohio, if you want to switch teams, after you're an established varsity player, you have to sit out the last half, so you won't play in tournaments of the varsity season, the first varsity season that you've been established in. I don't hate that rule, but with the NIL, if they make it like college, kids will jump back and forth, and I don't think that's a good thing. Box 81. Here we go. Good luck. My son switched to a different school in our county. Our main school is 15 minutes from our house. There's another school 20 minutes. And the school 20 minutes had I don't want to cut on the Hillsboro baseball coach, but he's not the best I've ever seen. The Leesburg coach is very good. So we switched him. And he had to sit out the last half of last year, which kind of sucked. Minnesota got a Viking. Minnesota went to Dave. Dave hitting on the Vikings. Getting the Flash. Minnesota Flash. Schwartz authenticated, got both of them. There he is. Hall of Fame 86. I'll tell you what, go back 50 years, bring him to the future, and put him on the Vikings. They'd be happy. Nice hit. Fran Tarkenton. Fran Tarkenton. He had all the records before Dan Marino came along. Man, his game would probably play pretty well today. Nice hit, Dave. Fran Tarkenton. All right. All right, Zach's interested in the trade. You guys work something out, let me know. Need a go-between, let me know that too. All right, box 66. Here we go. I remember when Dan Marino was breaking all the records, like the touchdowns, the attempts, the yards, all that stuff. I wasn't very old, but I remember that's when I started reading about Fran Tarkenton. We didn't have YouTube where you could look up everything he'd ever done that was video recorded. I believe I'm older than the internet. Ooh. Denver. Dustin. Denver on the throwback. I like that emblem. Never should have switched. This one is Beckett authenticated. Both earpieces are in. I just made this a $2. Oh, it was $2. Okay, I was like, damn. Woo, got a little worried. There he is. Awesome young quarterback. I like watching him play. I remember when he came out, they acted like he was drafted too high last year. You know, a lot of people saying Bo Nix drafted too high. They could have got him later. I don't know. Pretty arguable. So far, he might be the best of those rookies last year. That was a good quarterback draft, but Bo Nix, he's as good as any of them. Nice hit, Dustin. Quack, quack, another duck, huh? Oh, man. It's one thing about being a Buckeye fan. We don't get anything cool like a quack, quack or a roar. We just get cool things like O-H. That's pretty neat. Okay, guys, let me get this typed in. We'll do a one box. There it is. There it is. At least you don't say go big red. No, you say scarlet and gray. Not red, we're scarlet. But I can tell you that I do not own a blue shirt. No blue shirts. My son played on a baseball team. My oldest son played on a baseball team called Midland. They used a freaking Michigan M, and their jerseys were maize and blue. In the first game, he refused to pose for a picture. Bill, San Francisco. He said we could not take a picture of him with a hat. Nathan, Kansas City. Proud dad moment. Vlad, Indy. Scott, late on San Francisco. Mark, Cincy. Elliot, late on San Fran. Dave, late on Cincy. Brady, late on Indy. Craig, Baltimore. Oh, shit. Bill, Pittsburgh. I want to get a picture. Sounds stupid to say autograph, but I want to get an autographed picture of Brutus Xing out the M and doing Script, Ohio on Michigan's field. That was pretty awesome. If you didn't see it, look it up. Elliot, late on Kansas City. Dave, the Bears. Yeah, Brutus the Buckeye picture, hang it right there. It'd be awesome. Scott, Detroit. Bill, Green Bay. Dave, Miami and Minnesota. I.O., that's right. Mark knows. Zach, late on Green Bay. Vlad, the New York Giants. Zach, late on Miami. Dave, Dallas. Does IU have a chance? I don't think IU has a chance. I'm biased. I mean, there's no way for me to be unbiased in that. Tampa goes to Dustin. But honestly, I don't think there's a single position that Indiana matches Ohio State. Zach, Chargers. Got one spot left. Yeah, Indiana. I mean, their quarterback, what is it, Menendez? I mean, he's good, but I don't think he's as good as Julian Sain. Julian Sain's completing almost 80% of his passes. It's just that's Tyler. I missed you with Vegas. We're closed. Did I miss anybody else? I got Dave with Dallas. Tyler, Vegas. It's that Ohio State defense. I mean, that is amazing. Honestly, an upset can happen. I mean, I would never say an upset wouldn't happen, but if I were going to put odds on it, I think the spread right now is like 3 or 4 points. There's no way I would have the spread that close. But you never know. That's why they play the games. But I personally don't think that Indiana should compete, but that doesn't mean they won't. Last year was kind of an ass kicking last year, but that doesn't mean anything this year. Me and a buddy were going position by position, and we just couldn't find a spot where Indiana could compete with Ohio State. But to be fair, I don't know that any college can, but I think Ohio State's paying more than everybody else. Really? They play basketball too? man, that campus is going to be packed. One thing Ohio State can't do is compete with Indiana at basketball. I don't think Ohio State's good at basketball. I don't watch basketball. My favorite basketball is high. All right, we got where the Pacers play. What? Ohio. We've got the Cavaliers, but God, they're all the way up in the corner. I don't know. I think Ohio might be a bigger basketball town if the NBA team was in Columbus. Kind of centralize it, make it a little more popular. I mean, all the way up in Cleveland. Goodness, most of us in Ohio, we don't even claim Cleveland. Bill, San Francisco, Arizona. Nathan, Kansas City. Oh. Vlad, Indy, Denver. Mark, Cincy, Philly. Craig, Baltimore, Carolina. Bill, Pittsburgh, New Orleans. Dave, Chicago, the Jets. Scott, Detroit. Washington, yeah, Mark. I don't know. When I think of Cleveland, I don't really think of Ohio. Bill, Green Bay, Jacksonville. Their weather's all wonky. And I don't know. I know like 2 people there. Dave, Miami and Minnesota. Seattle and Cleveland. Speak of the devil. Vlad, Giants, Titans. Dave, Dallas, New England. Dustin, Tampa Bay, Houston. I haven't been to Cleveland in years, but I've only been there like twice. Zach, Chargers, Rams. And Tyler, Vegas, Atlanta. And maybe I'm the jerk. I don't know, but don't go. It's not all that. Well, that's the thing. When I was there, I don't think I'm missing much, but when I was there, like I went there and I looked around and I was like, damn, I expected it to be dirty, but it was really nice. The part I was in. I don't know. Maybe it just gets a bad name because that's where the Browns are. I've gone to Canton a few times. That's not too far from Cleveland. Went to the Football Hall of Fame. On weekends, everything but bars and restaurants. Yeah, Cincy. I don't know. Cincinnati. The only thing bad about Cincinnati is the traffic. Whoever designed the road system in Cincinnati had a sick, twisted sense of humor. Five and 6. We got box number 2. It's there. Bars and restaurants. Yeah. Cincinnati. It's kind of the same way. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to the Funny Bone. I can't remember if we're going to Dayton or Cincinnati. I would rather go to the one in Cincinnati, or that Liberty Township is what it's called. But I don't know. Dayton's not a very nice place. Box 2. I do too. Driving downtown in Cincinnati is horrible. I go to Columbus a lot more than Cincinnati. And Columbus, man, they've got 71 going north, 315 going north, 670 going east and west, 70 going east and west. It's just easy to get through. You go to Cincinnati, and they've got parking lots that are designed to be highways. I live out in the sticks. We don't have any 4-lane roads where I live. Oh, yeah. Vegas, baby. The Raiders. What is that? I figure all towns are hard to drive through, but Cincinnati's, and for Ohio, Cincinnati's the worst. Dayton's not far behind. That is JSA authenticated, both earpieces. And NFL Top 100, Hall of Fame 97. And I honestly, I should know who that is. I don't know who that is. This is, come on, Mike Haynes. Oh, yeah, Mike Haynes. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. Top 100, Hall of Fame 97. First Mike Haynes we've ever had. Mike Haynes, Las Vegas Raiders. That's going to Tyler. Last spot taken. Nice hit. Mike Haynes. That's the worst thing about Ohio. I was talking to at one of my son's college games. His best friend's girlfriend was sitting there with us, and she's from Indiana, and we were kind of dogging on each other's states. And she said, yeah, but at least in Indiana, we know how to drive. And man, Ohio has the absolute worst drivers in the country. We are horrible. One boxer, guys. There it is. And sadly enough, the worst drivers in the state of Ohio are in Highland County. That's my county. Not mine personally, but where I live. When we pull up to a stop sign, it's not the person on the right who has the right of way. It's the first person who stomps the gas. Bill, San Francisco. Brady, Indy. Speed limit signs mean nothing. In a 55, you will have people going 35. Some of us going 75. I can't say I'm not part of that. Nathan, Kansas City. It's a horrible place to drive. Luckily, it's tiny. Dave, Cincinnati. Tyler laid on Cincinnati. Scott laid on San Francisco. Elliot laid on San Fran. Mark laid on Cincy. Craig, Baltimore. Bill, Pittsburgh. Dave, Miami. Dave, Miami. Where'd they go? Oh, there it is. Elliot, Giants. Bill, Green Bay. Scott, Chargers. The best thing about where I live is everybody thinks they can drive in snow, but every time it snows, nobody's busier than the tow truck driver. Dave, Chicago. Vlad laid on the Giants. Dave, Minnesota. Zach laid on Pittsburgh, but you got Detroit. Mark laid on Detroit. Vlad, Falcons are there. Tyler, Dallas. We'll do one more after this. Next one will be the last one. Dallas and Dustin, Tampa Bay for the close. Tampa Bay for the close. All right, and yeah, we'll do one box. That'll end us for tonight. Next one will be the last one. I don't know. Ohio. I think it's the best state of the 50. I mean, like when I would rank the states in the United States, it would go Ohio 50, Michigan, or Ohio 1, Michigan 50, and a lot of them in between. I'm sure everybody's like that. But one thing I think everybody has in common, except for people that live in Michigan, is I think we all have Michigan at number 50. Bill, San Francisco, Philadelphia. Nicest thing about Michigan is the sign that says "Welcome to Ohio." Brady, Indy, Washington. Nathan, Kansas City, Tennessee. Dave, Cincy, Jets. Craig, Baltimore. Denver. Bill, Pittsburgh. Arizona. Dave, Miami. Vegas. Elliot, Giants. Jags. Bill, Green Bay. Carolina. Scott, Chargers. Seahawks. Dave, Chicago. Buffalo. Dave, you also had Minnesota. Got Houston. Zach, Detroit. New England. Vlad, Atlanta. New Orleans. Tyler, Dallas. The Rams. And Dustin closes with Tampa Bay and gets Cleveland. I don't know. I make jokes about Michigan, but honestly, I went there once, and honestly, the scenery was really, really nice. The lakes were beautiful. The woods looked amazing. I mean, if it weren't for those people, that place would have been great. But then those people started talking. Kind of ruined the whole thing. 1, 2, if you're from Michigan, I'm just kidding. 3, kind of. 4, 5, and 6. We got box 206. Oh, the 2 O's. Can't see them from where I'm at. It was good fishing. We didn't camp, but it was a nice lake. 206 is not there. Hit her one more time. 20. 20 is there. Now, I enjoyed it in Michigan. The best thing about it was we went in the fall. It was my wife and I. And we went out to eat. And the restaurant had the Michigan game on TV. And they got their asses kicked. And it was fun to watch those people. It was a lot different than Ohio. The Michigan people were laughing and having a good time while their team was losing. Wasn't a single one of them yelling at the TV. Go back to our earlier conversation. Who doesn't yell at the TV when your team's losing? People from Michigan. All right. Box 20. I've been to Indiana too, also a neighboring state. Indiana was nice. The people were good, but the fishing was absolute crap when I went. Box 20. Here we go. I can't see who that is. Tennessee. On the STS, obviously shorts authenticated. It's already there. Hall of Fame 2019. And oh my gosh. What box was that? 20. Oh, Kevin Mawai. I couldn't think of it. Tennessee. Nathan. Getting the Mawai. Nice hit. Hall of Fame 2019. Nice hit, Nathan. Tennessee making an appearance. That's the second straight break we've had at Tennessee. Got some Titans to put in. You know what? Tennessee could be my second favorite state. I really like Tennessee. It was nice. Been there several times. I enjoyed it. There it is, guys. One box. This will be the last one of the night. Yeah, Tennessee was great. Good lakes, good fishing, nice people. They did get a little mouthy, like last year when they played Ohio State in the playoffs. For some reason they thought they could win. That was kind of funny, but they were polite, the ones I talked to. Elliott, San Francisco. Gatlinburg's kind of fun to go to if you've never been there. Nathan, Kansas City. Good bass lakes all over Tennessee. Bill, late on San Fran. Tyler, Cincinnati. Got the Bristol racetrack in Tennessee. Yeah, it's not a bad state at all. Dave, Minnesota. Mark, late on Cincy. Bill, late on Kansas City. Zach, Indy. We were thinking about going to Milwaukee, or not Milwaukee, but Wisconsin to fish this year for like pike or walleye. We didn't end up doing it. Kind of disappointed. Still thinking about doing that next year. Bill, Pittsburgh. I'd kind of like to go somewhere and try some ice fishing. Oh man. I never sat on a frozen lake and fished. It seems like a fun deal. Vlad, late on Indy. Dave, Chicago. I don't know if any of y'all have went ice fishing. Let me know if it's worth it. Bill, Green Bay. Been watching videos. Guys catching monster walleye in the ice. It's kind of cool. Saw a guy catch a perch. Down here where I'm at, we get perch about 10 inches long. This perch was like 14, 15 inches. It was crazy. Brady, late on Indy. Elliott, got the Giants. Zach, Dallas. Brady, Detroit. Vlad, Atlanta. Dustin, Tampa Bay. Dave, the Jets. We got. Oh, you're welcome, Nathan. Yeah, definitely don't want to miss a call from the wife. Vlad, Miami, and Bill Buffalo for the close. Yeah, I would. I don't know. I'd love to try ice fishing. We don't get cold enough around me to go out on the ice and fish. Right now, the lake, I live 3 minutes from a lake. they've got it drained for repairs. Not drained, but it's so far down. Like I had to quit fishing early October this year when normally I would have quit fishing when it got to about 32 degrees. I'm not fishing when it's freezing on my boat. And so that's when I quit. But this year I had to stop way early. Kind of took up golf, which I went to a simulator today. They are way too much like the real thing. I sucked bad. Elliot, San Fran, Philly, Nathan, Kansas City, Baltimore, Tyler, Cincy, Vegas. Hit on Vegas last time. Dave, Minnesota, Rams, Zach, Indy, Chargers. Nobody claimed them. I didn't miss a Charger claim, did they? I think they were claimed every. Oh, didn't miss it. Perfect. Bill, Pittsburgh, New England. Dave, Chicago, Houston. Bill, Green Bay, Cleveland. Elliot, the Giants, Cardinals. Zach, Dallas, Washington. Brady, Detroit, Jacksonville. Vlad, Atlanta, Denver. There's still an Elway in Denver. I forgot to tell you all that. Dustin, Tampa Bay, Seattle. Dave, the Jets, the Saints. Vlad, Miami, Tennessee. And Bill, you got Buffalo and the Panthers. All right, guys, we got on this one boxer. I did put it in as one box, didn't I? Yes, I did. Elliot, San Fran, Philly, Nathan, Kansas City, Baltimore, Tyler, Cincy, and Vegas, Dave, Minnesota, and the Rams, Zach, Indy, and the Chargers, Bill, Pittsburgh, New England, Dave, Chicago, Houston, Bill, Green Bay, Cleveland, Elliot, Giants, Cardinals, Zach, Dallas, Washington, Brady, Detroit, Jacksonville, Vlad, Atlanta, Denver, Dustin, Tampa Bay, Seattle, Dave, Jets, Saints, Vlad, Miami, Tennessee, and Bill, Buffalo and Carolina. All right, guys, let's grab us a box. See if we can get something good to end the night. Got a couple youngins in there today. I kind of like that. It's like with Al's Fire Factory boxes. I think it's cool when we get some of them rookies that, I don't know. I'm sure if it's your team, you've heard of them. Some of us probably haven't. I like that. I think it's awesome. Get a chance to get somebody young who you don't know of that might just kick some butt. And 6, we got number 18. Did we already do 18? Nope, 18's there. Randomized 6 times. Box 18. All right, guys, box 18. Here we go. Atlanta, the Falcons. That one, Vlad taking the last one of the night. Got an Eclipse. Beckett authenticated both earpieces. There it is. It's the tight end. You're welcome, Vlad. Kyle Pitts on the Falcons. Eclipse. All right, guys. We have Ramondre Stevenson, Julian Love, Fran Tarkenton, Bo Nick, Kevin Mawai, Mike Haynes, he wrote, Kyle Pitts. All right, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. I will get the Christmas break ready. We'll do it with the baseball break. Hopefully on Sunday. I'll reprice everything on baseball so we can try to get those last 10 spots filled. And we'll do that Sunday. And there'll be with 2, 4, 6, 7. We got 7 helmets. I'll do 2 items on the giveaway, 2 or 3 items. I don't know, however many we want. But I'll let you know what time I'm going to do that on Sunday. I appreciate the fills, guys. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I know I did. And hope to see you back the next time. Have a good one. OH.